The Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 3, Ghosts. Ghosts is a tense, psychological episode that captures the toll of constant threat and growing paranoia. With the Whisperer's presence looming large, the survivors at Alexandria find themselves pushed to their limits, both mentally and physically. The episode delves into themes of trust, guilt, and the ever-present fear of what may be lurking just beyond the gates. An endless wave of walkers. The episode begins with an unrelenting walker assault on Alexandria. Day and night, the survivors fend off wave after wave, leaving them exhausted and on edge. The attacks feel almost orchestrated, raising suspicions that the Whisperers are behind it. This constant battle wears down the community's defenses and morale, forcing them to confront not just the external threat, but also the strain it places on their relationships and decision-making. Carol's struggle with grief. Carol, Melissa McBride, is at the center of much of the episode's tension. Still grieving Henry's death, she pushes herself past her limits, refusing to rest even as the endless waves of walkers take their toll. Carol's sleepless state leads to increasingly erratic behavior, including a tense encounter with Alpha, Samantha Morton. Her growing fixation on revenge and her difficulty distinguishing reality from hallucination highlight the psychological damage she has endured. It's a haunting look at how grief can drive even the strongest survivors to the brink. Michonne and Aaron's leadership. As Michonne, Denai Guerrera, and Aaron, Ross Marquand, try to keep Alexandria stable, they must also decide how to handle the possibility that the Whisperers are responsible for the attacks. Their differing approaches, Michonne's more measured leadership versus Aaron's growing frustration and anger, illustrate the challenges of maintaining unity under such relentless pressure. The episode deepens the complexity of their characters, showing how each tries to navigate a situation where no option feels entirely safe. Alpha's manipulation. In a chilling scene, Alpha confronts the group, claiming she had nothing to do with the walker waves and warning them not to cross into Whisperer territory again. Her calm, menacing demeanor sets everyone further on edge. Whether she is telling the truth or lying, the result is the same. The survivors are left questioning their every move. Alpha's presence continues to sow division and fear, reinforcing her role as a psychological weapon against the communities. Negan's attempts to help. Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, still working to gain the trust of Alexandria, steps up during the walker attacks. His ability to handle himself in battle is clear, but his presence remains a source of tension. Some survivors see his contributions as helpful, while others still view him with suspicion. Negan's efforts to prove himself create a layered subplot that mirrors the episode's larger themes of trust and redemption. Themes of paranoia and resilience. Ghosts examines how paranoia can erode a community's stability. The survivors' uncertainty about whether the Whisperers are behind the walker waves forces them to question each other and their own instincts. The episode also highlights resilience, both physical and emotional, as the characters struggle to keep going despite exhaustion and doubt. It's a study in how prolonged stress tests not only survival skills, but also relationships and leadership. Memorable moments. Carol's unsettling hallucinations and her increasingly desperate attempts to stay awake. The chilling standoff between Alpha and the survivors, dripping with tension and uncertainty. Negan's contributions during the walker attacks, further complicating his role in the community. Michonne's attempts to hold everything together, showing her unwavering determination even as the group's unity frays. Conclusion. Ghosts is a tense, atmospheric episode that delves into the mental and emotional toll of constant danger. By focusing on the survivors' internal struggles and their interactions with Alpha, it sets the stage for deeper conflicts and raises questions about how long they can hold out before their fears and divisions consume them. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes, the most dangerous threats aren't the walkers at the gates, but the ghosts of doubt and grief within.